Choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Well, when we spoke in the week, you said you believe you promote the best heavyweight in the world. Some people may have laughed at that, but I'll tell you what you do promote, a dangerous, dangerous man.
Well, I do believe I represent the best heavyweight in the world, but I think what happened after tonight, I think you kind of have this. I think you have three guys. You have Fury, Usyk, and Zhilei Zhang. And then you have everybody else far, far beneath. So we're going to see what fights get made, what fights don't get made, and we're going to have to see what's next. But I hope Joe's okay. It was a spectacular knockout. That's kind of how we saw it playing out. And here we are, man. Big things ahead.
See, there was a lot of talk about what Joe can do to change. We just didn't really get to see that change. If anything, the fight was further away from Joe than the first one. And that's not taking anything away from Zhilei, but I'm not quite sure what Joe's plan was in the ring tonight.
So he was significantly trying to move to his left more, and we were planning for that. So he was trying to put his left foot outside of Zhilei's right foot. We saw that in the first round, but then he got caught with some shots in the second round, and that's kind of all I needed to see. The thing is like the fight in April, it's hard to come back from a beating like that psychologically. And I don't know if that's what happened tonight, but Joe just seemed like a fish out of water. Was it the last fight? Was it the weight gain? We'll never know, and he can only tell you. I think there's more fights for Joe. We love Joe Joyce. We really do. I say that genuinely. His team are great. But, he felt like a fish out of water tonight, as he did in April. It's just, again, I've said this a million times, it was a bad style matchup for Joe.
There was just so much hesitation, and yes, Zhilei is ridiculously powerful, and I guess that's why he was so hesitant, but it just seemed like he was fearful of getting anywhere in range of Zhilei.
Listen, I thought basically he told us his game plan was going to try to survive, but if you just move to your left a little bit, but you take a couple left hands, I mean, how are you going to go into rounds 9, 10, 11, 12? It's just going to be hard against Zhang Zhilei. Plus, you see the body shots? We worked on the body shots a lot because that brings the guard down. And I just watched the replay back there. It was a pretty flush right hook that just caught him. And
he's a great hooker as well, and he can really throw a hook.
Well, great hooker. I don't know about that. He bangs everything. He has a great right hook, and he throws it at precise times. And what I saw in the first round is he was picking his spots. He didn't go right after him. He just felt it out. He picked his spots. He was patient, and I think that's why we saw the knockout we did.
A couple of us were talking mid-fight, and one of the guys I was with said, just watch the screen and watch the kind of, not even just the facial expressions, the way the guys are holding themselves. Joe looked tense and nervous. I know there was a lot of pressure on Joe, but Zhilei it looked like he could have done this in his sleep. Relaxed. There was no tenseness. He was loose, focused. It just perfection.
Listen, I'm not joking. I mean, we were in the back in the locker room. We were playing rap music. The whole team was like dancing. We were very relaxed and very just focused. We just knew what was going to happen. We were prepared for everything. We were very confident, not cocky, not foolish, but confident. Anything can happen in heavyweight boxing, but listen, like April, 5 months later, 6 months later, what we thought would happen happened.
Yeah. And moving forward, obviously you guys are going to celebrate and enjoy tonight, a massive win. But moving forward, man, Tyson Fury and Zhilei Zhang is a big, big fight. It's a monster.
Fury will lose to Zhang Zhilei. Otto Wallin, who's a smaller, less hard-punching, less defensive, less crafty, less big southpaw, gave loads of trouble to Tyson Fury. Zhang Zhilei sleeps Tyson. I believe that strongly. I want to make that happen. Look, they're going to try to make Usyk. I don't know what's going to happen next if they do that, but we're going to have to sit down with George and Frank, and we've already had some conversations already, but we're going to talk with them next week, and we'll see what happens.
Choose to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.